Hello, this is the presentation for Chapter 1 of Advanced Formal Logic, Day 2, or the second lesson. Hello, this is the second lesson for Chapter 1 of Advanced Formal Logic. Just to review, we're talking especially about figure in the syllogism right now, and the figure is just the disposition or the location of terms in the premises. As you might remember from the first part of this, we're especially concerned with the middle term. Where is the middle term? In the first figure, the middle term is the subject of the major premise and it is the predicate in the minor premise. We call these sub-pri syllogisms. In the second figure, the middle term is in the predicate of the major premise and the predicate of the minor premise. We call these pri-pri. So let's look at an example of one of these. All men are mortal. No angels are mortal. Therefore, no angels are men or human beings. We can see, once again, looking at the conclusion, we see that men is the major term. We can mark it in both of these. The minor term is angels, because it's the subject of the conclusion. The middle term is mortal, and we see how the middle term, mortal, is the predicate in both the major and the minor term. That's why we call it a pri-pri. Third figure syllogisms, the middle term is the subject of the major premise. It's also the subject of the minor premise. We call these sub-sub. An example of this would be this. All human beings are mortal. Some human beings are boys. Therefore, some boys are mortal. The major term is mortal because it's the subject of the predicate of the conclusion. The minor term is boys because it is the subject of the conclusion, which means human beings is my middle term. We see it's the subject of both the major and minor premise. It is a sub-sub. For next time, for Wednesday, you should read especially page 2 to review second and third figure syllogisms. There are exercises for day 2 in Moodle there that'll also help you practice some of these. Also, just so you know, there is a test a week from today. There's a test next Monday. If you have any questions, let me know and I will try and answer them.